Heidi ho, my peeps. All right, we're here in the health department at in Fresno, me and Gracie. We just had a lunch that was way too big. I'm having like the mother of all hot flashes right now. And now we've got to work our way through the labyrinth of Fresno County bureaucracy to get our 12 copies. But I want to show you guys something super cool. Let's see. I'm going to stop. So Fresno County, all of their public buildings still have remnants of like the 1950s and 40s and 30s. Look at this super cool oak bench. They still have some of these left in these buildings, but they're wonderful. Isn't that great, Gracie? Yeah. And they have a lot of like the old marble on the walls and some really beautiful iron work in some of the hallways and stuff. So when we leave, let me turn this around. So when we leave here, I'm going to show you guys like the beautiful doorways and the beautiful elevators and stuff that they have down here. Oh, and on top of that, the entire downtown is torn up. I mean, every street is torn up. I don't know how we managed to find parking. It was a miracle. So anyhow, I will come back to you guys later. Bye. Okay, you guys, this is a doorway in the Fresno County Health Department. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. It's metal, so it's like bronze or copper or something, and it's got all that beautiful ironwork on it. Isn't that pretty? You know, these buildings are being knocked down one by one, and we're beginning to lose. Check this out here. Okay. That is what used to be the Fulton Mall. And that was a walking mall, an outdoor walking mall. I'll take you outside so you can really see it. When I was a kid, we used to walk up and down that mall and look at Gottschalk's and those places. I have a question for you. Let me turn my camera off. Okay, so I just talked to the guy in there and he told me that they've ripped out all the pedestrian part of the mall and they're going to actually put a street down the center of the mall where there used to be all sorts of statues and walkways and fountains and stuff. And this was all built back in the, I'd say probably the 1940s, late 40s, early 50s. So that is the Security Bank building, which is still standing. And we've got the Gottschalk's building here with the big G on top. That was Gottschalk's, oh no, not Gottschalk's, I'm lying, Guarantee Savings. And I know you can't see it, but there's gorgeous kind of frisé work underneath there. So it's super pretty. And it's unfortunate that, you know, that this is going to end up being, like you can see a mural, a mosaic mural across the mall there. And see what else can I show you. I'm going to turn this off for a sec. Okay, so check out the side of this building. This is like a sandstone. These are sandstone blocks, tiles that were set in on the side of the wall of this building. You don't see this kind of work done anymore. And a lot of it is just being, you know, it's being demolished. Okay, across the way is the Crest Theater. It's one of, I don't know, 3 or 4 big movie palaces that were built down here in downtown, in our downtown area, you know, probably back in the 1930s, I'm guessing, maybe the 20s for the Crest building. There's another beautiful old example of original Fresno architecture. Hard to tell, I don't know if they're renovating it or if they are going to be turning it into, or if they're going to knock it down. I hope they renovate it. And across the way, there's another famous old building in downtown. This stuff is just so beautiful. You can't afford to even build like that anymore. And if they can do the earthquake, if they can do the earthquake retrofits, they can save a lot of these buildings. What you see right there is Fresno's downtown water tower, and that is the structure that gives this area its name. It's called the Tower District, and the original Fresno State College was located down here in the tower. And when my mama and her mama were going to school together at Fresno State, they had an apartment down here at some point. Over there you've got the Veterans Memorial Auditorium, where we used to go see Swan Lake when I was a little kid, and we'd see the Nutcracker Suite every winter. So yeah, now we're getting out of downtown and we're getting into the newer part of town, downtown. Over there, that thing that looks like a falling apart pyramid, that is the new federal courthouse. I guess you can kind of see, it looks like a pyramid over there. And so yeah, so now we're heading out of downtown. This is where I went to high school, San Joaquin Memorial High School. And I'm going to come up here, and if the road leading down to the church is open, which it is, I'm going to drive down there. This is another super old building. I mean, it dates back to the 1920s or before. I mean, so you got to remember, this is California, and there's nothing new in California. I mean, there's nothing old. Everything is new. And an old thing was built, in the early 1900s. That's a really old thing, because I don't think this area even was settled. Again, I forgot airplane mode. Let's see if I can do this without hitting that car. I did. Okay, yay. Anyhow, this right here is called St. Anne's, and St. Anne's was the chapel here that's here at the high school that we used to go to First Friday Mass and all of that. All of this land back here was acquired after I went to school here. All of these trees and buildings and all that. But anyhow, this is the. They call it a basilica. I don't think it's really a basilica, but anyhow. So yeah, so that's that. And then back in there, teachers and different people had their offices. This was a rectory right there, where Christian brothers lived, and there were some church offices and stuff like that down this portico. And then this little house that I'm going to show you down here at the end, this was the one of the two convents that were on the property. I don't know if they're convents still or what, but this little building right here with the statue out front, that was a convent, and I don't know what it is now. I can't really tell. So anyhow, yeah, and this used to be a parking lot right here, where you see all the fencing and stuff. That was all open, and that was a parking lot, but they've turned it into quads or whatever. Looks like there's another chapel over there now, too. So anyhow, just wanted to show you where I went to high school. And I am now going to say bye-bye. Okie dokie. We're getting ready to pass a 7-Eleven once I get through the intersection here. And that 7-Eleven that you see right there is probably the oldest 7-Eleven in our area. I've got a long story about that 7-Eleven, and it's back in one of my other videos, but I think I may tell you that story a little bit later.